So what's good, y'all? It's Anime K here, and we are back with another video. And today we're talking about Naruto return to the story. Is it a good thing? In chapter 7, right, Jura was reading his books and he was like, now it's time to go after Uzumaki Naruto. Now, initially when I first seen this, I was like, of course Naruto return to the story is a good thing, right? Naruto returning, he's a fan favorite character. I love Naruto. You love Naruto watching this video right now. But I had to look at it with my non-biased glasses on, and I don't know, I kind of have a different opinion, and that's what I want to talk about here today. So today I want to talk about the pros and I want to talk about the cons of Naruto returning to the story, and actually how the pros are kind of cons at the same time, really. But you guys will know what I mean when I talk about this video. Now look guys, like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and let's get into it. Naruto return to the story. Is it a good thing? So now we're going to start with the pros. Now the first pro I want to talk about here is he's Naruto. And what do I mean by that? Well, obviously, right, Naruto returning to the story would be a good thing. I mean, he's a fan favorite character, right? Everybody loves Naruto, and it would bring a lot of eyes back to the show that previously left because, well, they couldn't handle the fact that Naruto was not the main character anymore and decided to leave the show. So a lot of fans would probably come back to the show. So that's the first and obvious one, right? That a lot of people would come back, even though in part 1 of Boruto, he was literally still a main character for most of the story. But I guess that wasn't good enough for a lot of Naruto fans. Now, the second pro would be we'd get a lot of unanswered questions that a lot of the fans have been asking. The first question I've seen asked, right, is will Naruto be stronger when he comes back? Because obviously, right, these Ototsukis, Boruto and Kawaki, the Karmas, all that, right, is a whole nother level to anything we've ever seen in Naruto. And Naruto's power right now, I mean, his strongest power up is literally Sage Mode, which, while Sage Mode Naruto in Boruto is stronger, it just won't be enough to be able to contain with any of the Ototsukis or with Boruto or Kawaki. So the main thing people are wondering is, will he actually play a significant role in the story when he comes back, and will he get a power up to maybe boost him up? Will he get the 10 tails, or will he get another power up where he's able to actually contain, or at least he's able to fight against Ototsukis? So that was the first question we asked, because if Naruto comes back and he's just Sage Mode Naruto, then it would have been better for him to stay out the story basically, because he won't be able to fight against any of the other Ototsukis. Now the second question people were asking is, will he be affected by Ada's brainwashing? Because we know from Ada's brainwashing, right, it affected everyone in the world, and even Code, who was in another dimension, right, he was not affected by Ada's brainwashing. So we kind of got some evidence that he probably will be affected, but still, because it's Naruto, we don't know. Because if he's not affected, what will he do? Will he help Boruto or will he help Kawaki? Now, knowing Naruto's nature, he'll probably try to bring them back together, you know, talk no jutsu, all that stuff, right? So I doubt he'll pick a side, but it's still interesting to see what he'll do, because actually, now that I'm recording this video, either way, I don't think it matters if he's affected, because Naruto's nature, he would try help both of them. So I guess it doesn't really matter, but I guess it's still very interesting to see if he's affected. I kind of just answered my own question while recording my own video, but still, I think that's still a question where people are wondering, is he affected or not? And will Hinata be affected or not? Just thought I'd mention Hinata in the story as well. Don't want to forget about her like every single character has. Now guys, let me tell you why all the pros I just named could be considered cons, because I think bringing Naruto back so early in the story would be a bad thing. Because if you remember, when Naruto was initially taken out the story, right, one, it created a kind of big wave of different emotions in the anime community. You had some fans who didn't like it, you had other fans who liked the decision, but one thing it did do is it brought eyes to the Boruto series. So that's the one thing it did, and that's the most important thing, is you want eyes on your series, right? So it brought a lot of people to the series and thinking, oh, okay, this is interesting, Naruto's been taken out of the story, because I don't think people would have thought that Kishimoto would have taken Naruto out the story. Now obviously he didn't kill Naruto, because he wouldn't go that far, right? I don't think Kishimoto would go that far. I don't think he'd pull a Gege Katama, or however you pronounce the JJK author's name. I don't think he would do that and just completely take a beloved character out the story, right? Hopefully I'm not spoiling anything there. I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll just say that, right? I'll just say beloved character. But I think it was very interesting when Naruto was taken out of the story. And for me, bringing Naruto back so early on in the story just wouldn't be a good thing. You have to remember, we're only 7 chapters in to the time skip, right? So bringing Naruto back already just wouldn't be a good thing and would kill the momentum that you spent so long building up, right? Now obviously Naruto coming back, of course I would love it, but I think you're just going to kill the momentum, and I think just waiting a little bit longer would definitely have a bigger payoff. Because imagine now you bring Naruto back, right? that's cool and all, right? But it kind of takes something away from Kawaki's character, because the whole thing with Kawaki right now is he's trying to protect Naruto. So if Naruto comes back, yes, he might still try and protect Naruto, but I think Naruto being out of the story and Boruto kind of wanting to save his father is obviously a goal for him, and it's a plot point that, if taken out the story so early, just won't be so good. And obviously, if you go back to my earlier point with Sage Mode Naruto, what is Naruto really going to do in the story anyway? Even if he does come back, right, he won't really play a big part in the story, and he probably plays a bigger part in the story being away from the story than actually being in the story, if you get what I'm saying. Because right now, he's constantly mentioned every episode. Did he kill the 7th Hokage? What did you do to the 7th Hokage? Where is he? Naruto is a big plot point right now. We're bringing him back into the story. Yes, he's there and he's present, but it kind of diminishes his role, personally, for me anyway. And also, the main point of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex was Boruto losing everything, Momoshiki's prophet. That was the main thing of this whole story. The first scene you see at the start where he's fighting with Kawaki, he mentions losing everything. That is the main point. So bringing Naruto back into the story, you're kind of going against your whole main thing of Boruto in the first place, which is Boruto losing everything, or at least him losing everything for a long period of a time. If you see the journey that he's on right now, he's on a kind of an Itachi Sasuke-esque journey where, you know, obviously Sasuke was trying to cut ties with the Hidden Leaf, which he did, and obviously Itachi, he killed his whole clan and he had to leave his own village, leave everyone he loved, well, killed everyone he loved, and leave the rest of the people that he probably loved in the village and be essentially on his own. Now, he was with the Akatsuki, but he was essentially on his own. And with Sasuke, obviously he cut all his bonds with his friends, so he thought like that was the thing he had to do to obviously kill his brother and avenge his clan. So if you see, Boruto's on a kind of Uchiha-esque kind of thing right now where he's by himself, he's the Shadow Hokage. Even if you look from Boruto, right, from the original Boruto, right, he even talks about wanting to be a Shadow Hokage. So it was all foreshadowed from back then. And if you look at the role of the Shadow Hokage, a lot of the times the Shadow Hokage, or at least with Sasuke's case, he was out of the village, he couldn't really see his family, and he was off fighting Ototsukis. And that's exactly what Boruto's kind of in right now. Well, he physically can't see his family, apart from Himawari, but, you know, Himawari doesn't even remember who he is, really, right? But you have Himawari, but Boruto right now, he can't see his family. So it's kind of a similar situation. So bringing Naruto back so early would kind of just be a slap in the face to the whole plot that he spent so long building up. And I'm sorry to say that, Naruto fans. Obviously, I would love Naruto back. I love Naruto, but right now where the story is, when I mind him coming back, probably a little bit. I think it might kill the momentum that you've spent so long building up. Everything in me wants to scream, bring Naruto back, but I just don't know if it'd be a good thing. I've got to look at this non-biased. I've got to look at this just from a story standpoint. I don't know if it would be a good thing. And another reason I have as well, right? I don't think this Boruto and Kawaki fight, I don't think it's been hyped up enough. I don't think there's been enough stock that has been put into this fight, because right now in these first 7 chapters that we've seen, right, Kawaki right now, he's not really looked the best. He's been surprise feat twice, right? One by the Clawgram, which he managed to blast away with his karma. Then obviously Mitsuki, who put him to sleep to go and fight Boruto. So right now, right, Kawaki doesn't look like the best rival for Boruto. But then if you look on Boruto's end, if you look at what Boruto's been able to achieve in these first 7 chapters, being able to drive Code away from the Leaf Village, right? Defeat Mitsuki and just look like a boss doing it, right? And then pulling out all these different abilities with the Flying Raijin, being able to track Code back to the 10 Tails, collecting information. So right now, Boruto as a character just looks miles ahead of Kawaki. So I think, again, that Kawaki and Boruto fight needs time, and Kawaki really needs a fight in this next chapter as well. Instead of maybe focusing on Naruto coming back, Kawaki needs to do something, and with those Clawgrams coming to the Leaf Village, I think we're going to see that, and I think this is where Kishimoto is going to, I guess, set up Kawaki to actually look good and actually do something within these chapters, right? Because right now, me personally, if Kawaki and Boruto was to fight today, I'd bet anything that Boruto would win. And in a fight like that, it has to be 50-50 or at least 60-40, where maybe you think there's a chance Boruto could lose and then you think there's a chance that Kawaki could lose. Because right now, if I asked you who's going to win the fight, what would be your answer? It would probably be Boruto, right? Take away plot narratives, right? Take away the fact that Kawaki is a main character and just put these two in a fight. Who do you think would win? You'd probably say Boruto, because Boruto, one, He's not even used his karma yet. He's not even used his Jogan yet, whether we don't know if he even has it or not, but if he does have it, he's not even used that yet. And he's been able to cause so much damage and pull off so many feats in such a short amount of time. So again, the story needs more time to give Kawaki something, because Kawaki, man, I mean, damn, we need you to do something quickly. But that's another reason why I think bringing Naruto back right now just makes no sense at all, really. Just makes no sense. And me personally, I think that Kawaki and Boruto fight, I don't think that's even the end of the story. So maybe if you brought Naruto back during that fight, maybe that would be better as well. But I don't know. But bringing him back right now in these next, I guess, 5 to 10 chapters just wouldn't really be a good thing for me personally. Now, as a final thought to end this video, I will just say that, look, I love Naruto. I'd love for him to come back into the story. I obviously, like I said, I don't agree bringing him back at the end of the story, but I think right now the story just needs time to breathe. Give it time, allow the story to develop, and just enjoy it. But guys, there are my thoughts about it. Let me know what you think. Should Naruto return to the story in the next chapter or the next couple of chapters? Let me know in the comments below. This has been Anime K. Like, comment, subscribe, share the video, and thank you for watching, listening, or however you choose to indulge in my content. And peace out, I'm out.